What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. So it's been a while, you know guys, I've been busy. I'm moving right now as well, so we're packing in a lot of stuff. But before we move out of this place where I started off this channel, I actually started off this channel in this living room, which is pretty amazing, so and sad at the same time. But we're gonna talk about the latest app update and speaker update from Sonos. That is 80.19.10 for the Android and 80.19.21 for the iOS version. So we got the improvements to grouping experience for select players, continue rollout of Sonos playlist creation and editing. Now, like I always say, since the app update from last year, it's been a year soon since they did release this new app, and many of these features I didn't even use, many of like 90% of the features. I've been using some stuff like the alarm has been some great feature that I kind of learned from last year's update. I didn't use that before. I only used the app to use the settings and volume up and down. That's pretty much it. The other features was something that most of you guys was annoyed that they took off, and they have been replacing, or they have been trying to fix the app update since last year. So hopefully most of the features that they took out, they have fixed it for all you people that are using those features. And if this is something that you've been wanting in these latest improvements of to group experience for select players and all that, please comment about that in the comment section so I know if some of these features is something that you guys are using, because I would really like to know how much of the features that they took off from the app that you guys really use, and how much you really wanted these features overall. Now let's go into the app, because there is a speaker update as well. So as you can see, I have the ARC. If you're new to this channel, I have the ARC, Aero 300s and 2 subs as my main use. I switch between these and my 5s. The Aero 300s, I use them mostly for most of my videos, for most of my movie watching, but I use my 5s as well. I switch between the Aero 300s and the 5s depending on what mood I'm at, because the 5s push out so much more power and sound than the Aero 300s. It's just a shame that, or not a shame, it's just that the Aero 300s has a little bit more advantage with the Dolby Atmos thing that they have. But I wish that the front drivers was turned on when you use them. That's another thing that we're gonna not talk about in today's video, but we're gonna see what we are at. So we are still at 16.7. Let's go into the system updates and check for, and as you can see, I'm gonna do the update. I'll be right back. So we're back and we're finished with the update. Usually what I do once I do these updates, especially when I do speaker updates, is I close the app. I have closed the app, but I also restart my router. But I don't have the time today, so we're gonna just keep on with the video as we go on. So I usually restart the router and I wait like 10-15 minutes, because you know how Sonos things are sometimes it's just it just goes bananas. But yeah, so the latest version is 16.8. We got 16.8 for the ARC, Aero 300, 16.8, 2 subs 16.8 and 2 5s 16.8. So 16.8 is the latest version for the speakers. And do you guys have any information why they only did a speaker update for the ARC in the last video I did and the last speaker update? I don't really know why they only did a update for the ARC, but if you guys have any information about that, because I couldn't find it anywhere, put a comment about that in the comment section as well. So what we're gonna do is turn around the camera and do a little bit of movie test, so we can see that everything is as it's supposed to be with these, especially with the speaker updates. Sometimes Sonos does something that most of us hate, and that is that they mess up the speakers like they did in some updates a while ago. So, by the way guys, like I said, let me just turn off this. And I'm gonna just show you around because I don't know about you guys, but when I move, like I've been in this apartment for 10 years, and once I move out of a place, I sell most of my stuff to buy some new stuff. So I sold the couch, I sold the bed, like 70% of what I have in this apartment, I've sold it because it's easier to move as well. And if you're not that type of person that moves often, then like I said, 10 years in this apartment with pretty much the same couch and bed and all that stuff. So I'm buying new stuff. So I'm just gonna turn around and show you guys how I live right now, because this is a setup I'm having. So I've moved the lounge couches from the balcony to use them for the next 2 weeks. We're gonna be living like this, but that's how it is. I just wanted to sell the couch as soon as possible and all that stuff. So, and everything is a mess right now. So hopefully you guys, and the thing is, if you don't have a carpet, I hope the echo in the living room isn't as bad as it is, but we are gonna set the camera up like this, and then I'm gonna just show you guys a little test of the speakers. So let's go. And that was the 16.8 test of the speakers, and sounds amazing. But before we go into that, let me just show you my settings, because maybe you guys are interested in what settings that I use in my video test. So for the setup that I use is the ARC, the 300s and so on, and the settings are for the EQ +6. Now settings are very individual, right? Some of you guys might hate them, some of you guys might love them, I don't know, but I have tried other YouTubers settings as well. I didn't like them. I like to push my settings, as you can see, a little bit overkill. So some people might like them, some people might hate them. So keep that in mind as well. But we got EQ +6 on bass and +2 on treble, loudness on. For the surround we got +7. So I've lowered that since my last video. Sorry, let me just get the remote. And yeah, I've lowered that a little bit because I also quite like the +7 and +8 range. Somebody commented about that and asked me to try it, and I like that +7, +8 range rather than +10, maxing it out. The sub audio is on +2. I usually go around between, since I'm a bass head, you guys know that I love bass, I got it between +2 and +2, +4 as well. Depends on the movie. And then we got the height is on +7. So that as well has lowered to +7 and +8. That range, it sounds really good on those ranges. And then we got speech enhancement on, and that's pretty much the settings for that. And as you notice that I also grouped in the 5s because I wanted to see how those sounded. And let me just say, you don't even need a cinema when you got a setup like this. You can watch whatever movie that they release at home and you will feel that cinema experience. I just hope that my new neighbors doesn't hate me when I do my movie tests and when I'm watching my movies, because like I said, the neighbor that I have, or the neighbors that I have right now, I appreciate them so much. I watch movies through the week, and not that I'm being an asshole to my neighbors, but I can watch my movies around the volume level 25 to 30 during weekdays, and weekends I push it up to volume 50, 60 without anyone even complaining one bit. And I'm not saying that I'm watching my movies till like 2 or 3 in the morning, but like to 11, 12 at night without any problems. No neighbors have ever complained about it. And I've asked my neighbors plenty of times if they can hear my speakers or not, but either they just want to be nice, because all of them have said no, so it is what it is. But yeah, that was the 16.8 update, and like I said, I will try to make some more videos because I bought the latest JBL Encore 2. I know that I have some JBL people in my as my subscribers as well, because we're gonna take a look at the JBL Encore 2 and compare it a little bit to the JBL Encore Essential. It's gonna be pretty much the same speaker as I've seen it, but we're gonna try it out and see what the difference is between those two. And I know that the Essential isn't quite the Encore version of the first that they released, but we're gonna see that. And as I said, I'm gonna move in the next couple of weeks, so hopefully I will try to make some more videos. But once I move in my new place, we're gonna do more videos, and at least 1 or 2 videos a week when I move to the new place. And I'm gonna show you that, guys, my new living room setup as well, because and the living room is a little bit different. You know, the door that I have next to the TV right now is gonna be a full wall instead, so we're gonna do it a little bit different, a little bit more nice for the viewers as well. So you're gonna see that by the end of April, in the beginning of May, hopefully I am all set up in the new place. So that's it. And if you have done the update, what do you guys think about it? Did you have any issues or anything like that? As usual, comment about that in the comment section. I saw that somebody commented in my last app update video that they did do the latest app and speaker update, but their speaker update was still on 16.7, and I just show you guys that the latest version is 16.8. So comment about that as well if you have had any issues about the latest update. Other than that, subscribe, because these are the type of videos that I do. I've also included other soundbars and other brands as well in this channel, so we're gonna do more of other stuff than just Sonos stuff. But Sonos has been my #1 thing that I do, but like I said, we're gonna do other stuff as well. So subscribe to this channel and comment and like this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.